Welcome or welcome back. My name is Reese Rose, and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. I already appreciate this, so I'm going to go ahead and start the reading. All right, well, no point in doing all that background talk. Let's just go ahead and dive in, all right? Okay. All right, so the message today is very straightforward. All right, so right now, whoever I'm talking to or whoever this resonates with, this is your season to be low-key in your bag, and I mean high-key in your bag. Not in an egotistical way, but you're coming off as very illuminated right now, and you're shining. So much so that people that you don't even know, people you're passing by, are even recognizing your aura. So you're walking past people and you're getting all of this attention, and from many different places. It's not just strangers, or it's not just people you're walking past. People who are thinking of you in retrospect, who you haven't heard from in a long time, you're entering people's frequency, because this is just the radiance that you're giving off right now. Like, you're illuminating a lot right now, very radiant. So overall energy is the Queen of Wands, and I started there because that's literally what's beaming at me, like heavy on the illumination and the radiance. Like right now, this is a season that you're definitely feeling yourself, and rightfully so, because all of this is a culmination of what you've been building up to. So like, say you've been tending to yourself for a month, 2 months, whatever, and like in that time you haven't really been seeing much progress, or you don't necessarily know why you're doing it. Like, oh my God, day 4, waking up at 5 a.m. doing the same things. Like, what's the change? I know I should be doing it, which is why I'm doing it, but is this really going to make a difference? Like, in the beginning, you started off feeling like that, but right now, you're at the point where you've been doing it enough time, or enough time has passed to like, it's showing. So, whatever this illumination is, it's like inevitable. It's all the work that you've been putting into yourself that cannot be hidden anymore. So it's like oozing out of you. It's literally radiant. So, sorry about that. I live right next to a highway, and the window's open, like, and it's the morning time. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Right. So, literally, okay, because the first couple of cards, I get the first cards and went straight to the overall energy because it was beaming, but what I'm about to tap back into right here is literally what I just said, the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So this is something that may have taken a little time, you know, something that you weren't able to immediately see. It was something that was surely to give you results, because, you know, you're doing something every single day. Obviously, you're going to run into your goal, but it's something that took a while. It wasn't something that you would see immediately. You wake up and you decide, oh, I want to start my weight loss journey. Okay, when you go to the gym, your weight's not going. Like, you have to keep doing it, right? So in the beginning, it felt like something that was slow, but it was for sure, though. It was slow but steady. It was going to eventually happen. The next card was the Five of Cups. So like, there was a lot of disappointment. Like, whatever your radiance, I don't know if I'm all over the place right now, but everything that I'm talking about right now is literally about your glow. I didn't get into anything yet, but I'm talking about the glow that you've culminated for yourself. Everything that you built for yourself up until this point right here. You may have been a little disappointed in that waiting period because of how long it was going to take, and like, maybe it felt like too far for you. Like, it was something that was too out of reach. You weren't going to, something that you weren't going to reach anytime soon. But once you keep at it, like, you kept at it though, starting with this, leading off as the Knight of Pentacles, that is a sure card. So like, as long as you can say that you were absolutely doing it every day, it was bound to happen, and did, because we're here right now, right? You're already in that glow, in that like bomb energy. Boom. Okay. So now that we're here, now that you understand where it came from and stuff, okay, so this is about to put you in a King of Cups energy. King of Cups, this card can genuinely mean like compassion, or, you know, just having your heart on your sleeve, being open to like sharing you with everybody, like just having your heart chakra open in a different capacity though. Like, it's not just, oh, I love everybody. It's, I love everybody and I got some sense. Like, you know, like, I know exactly what to do with my heart, so I'm giving it to this person because they deserve it. Like, you know, it's wisdom as far as like your heart chakra goes. That's the King of Cups. But with you being in this like high vibrational energy where you feel good about yourself, everything is going good for you, because that's exactly what happens when you're in this energy. When you feel good, you're attracting that. So like I keep saying illuminated and glow, because think of yourself as a light bulb. You're literally a walking blob of yellowness right now. Like, and that yellowness, and this is just, you know, hypothetically speaking, that yellowness is attracting all those great things, all those the likelihood. Okay, I'm sorry, I am so excited right now with this energy. I think it's because I'm feeling it myself. I ain't gonna hold you, but with this energy, I'm trying to find a perfect way to describe it so that I can articulate myself so it comes off as crisp as possible. I want you guys to really feel what I'm feeling, like looking at these cards and what I'm trying to say. The illumination that you're walking around with is putting you in this like pedestal, and crazy, because like we don't do that around here. We all equal, right? No. The work that you've put in for yourself is placing you at a higher position to magnetize whatever the fuck you want over all your peers around you. Like, so yeah, we all have the power to bring in what we want and stuff like that, but if your frequency isn't there to match that frequency of what you're calling in, you're not going to get it, you know? So you already knew that you wanted something bigger and better for yourself. You started off with the Knight of Pentacles. It's a knight, yes, but it's of pentacles. Pentacles, tangible, money, materialistic things. So you already know what was on your mind when you started whatever journey this was, or whatever process this was, that you were just like, okay, it might be slow and steady, but I'm gonna get there. Whatever that start was for you, you already had what was on your mind, that, oh yeah, I'm about to bring in something. This is gonna open the door for something, which is why it was the Pentacles, but you were the Knight, and that's okay, because that's slowly but steady. It's slowly but surely. It's bound to happen if you know for sure that you're gonna keep doing it every single day and putting in that work. So if you did that, you're on your way to the Pentacles. Although it was a slow and steady card, and you eventually got to the point where, yeah, you're feeling good, you're confident, you're attractive, and all that stuff, that's not all that it was going to bring you. It's not just here to bring you the glow. You didn't do all that just for the glow. When you work on yourself like that, you automatically open doors. Like, it's almost, what's the word I'm looking for? Can't think of it right now. But it's kind of like automatic. It comes with the territory. Like, if you work on yourself, if you sow these seeds, your harvest is going to reflect just that. If you work out every single day, you're gonna have abs like that. So like, this is you. But also when you do that, you're telling the universe that you're worth more. You're telling the universe that you deserve more, that you can handle more, that you're capable of more, because you're pushing yourself. You're not just staying in that stagnant energy of what's comfortable right now. Oh, I'm going to do what my schedule consists of, and that's it. Once you push yourself a little more, like, because here's your bar, here's where you're comfortable at, right? When you push yourself a little more, because as within, so without, right? As above, so below. Anything that you give is what you receive back. So if you're right here and you're telling yourself to go right here, the universe is going to give this right here. You always get what you give. So if you were right here and this was your life right now, and you're attracting everything in your life based off what this bar is, you push yourself a little more, what you up, like, you're attracting more things, right? What you think is going to happen in that little push right here? You're calling in more. So it may have pushed you to get to this little point. It may have been a little bit of work. It may have taken a little bit of time. That's what that Knight of Pentacles was. This little bit right here. But once you do that, you're now opening that little space to bring in the Pentacles. Like, you don't know what you were capable of before, because your bar was right here. You saw what that bar looked like. Like, okay, me being right here got me this amount of money. I'm able to drive this car. I'm attracting this kind of spouse. Like, that's what that bar is giving you. But you push yourself. You don't know what's in between that, because you haven't been there before. So when you do that, you're opening yourself up to new opportunities for more things to come in. You're now attracting different things. This is the light bulb analogy that I was talking about before. When you're feeling this, it's not just a radiance that you're giving off to the world, like, oh, she looked good. Oh, she's pretty today. No, this is, oh, I'm that bitch. I'm about about to manifest a whole bunch. Actually, I'm calling in everything I desire because I can. We all literally have the power and the capacity to do that, but you have to put yourself in that position. You got to put yourself in that position. And it looks like that. It looks like this. It looks like the Knight of Pentacles energy. At least for right here, what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. So I just went in a little bit. When that happens, right? When you close that gap, you're opening yourself up for new breakthroughs. Ace of Swords. So not only is it new breakthroughs, but you're opening your mind too. Sword being the suit of the mind. So with this Ace of Swords, it's almost like you have a new mindset, new beginnings as far as like how you're going to move, how you're navigating your brain. How exactly are we going to, how are we maneuvering in this new timeline? Because you opened yourself up to a new timeline with this Ace of Swords, with it being a breakthrough. Look at it, look at the time. Look at it, look at the sequence of events right here. So like you start out putting in work, you notice like, oh damn, I realized I could have been this like badass. I could have been a baddie or whatever. I could have been about that. I could have been on my game. I could have been illuminating. I could have been calling in all my manifestations and stuff. But it was literally you holding yourself up. You had to put yourself in that position. So when you do that, you're going to realize like, dang, all this time I've been waiting on my freaking self. Like, because really, it just took me taking those steps and then boom, it happened. So like when you do that, you're going to be in this breakthrough energy where you're going to see everything change. That's what breakthroughs look like. You're literally breaking that glass ceiling. Remember that little bar I was telling you about? Like you're trying to go past that and you're trying to manifest certain things, but you can't because your bar is here and this is where you're at. So like whatever you are right here, that's what you're going to attract. You had to push yourself right here to see what else was in that little what do I want to put? A little negative spot, a little gray area. I'm sorry. I'm having a little too much fun. The little negative spot, a little gray area. That's the glass ceiling that you're breaking down. You're trying to see what's beyond that now that you actually put in that work and put yourself at this position. This breakthrough energy is causing, I want more cards because this ain't enough. I feel like I'm about to say something, but just so I can be totally accurate, let's get more cards. I'm about to say it anyway because it's what my heart, and I feel it. So obviously some messages for somebody. But this breakthrough energy that you're about to surpass, oh, you got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I never do this. I'm sorry. I be doing that with my friend. And I be making fun. I be trolling people for real when I do this. Whoever does it, like if y'all do this for real, stop. Make it a joke, y'all. Don't do this for real. Like, what is this? It's catchy though. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Anyway, so this breakthrough energy, you're going to be expanding in a way that is probably going to be very addicting. Very addicting because you're almost seeing how your formula works for you by going through this process right here. After you see the results of like your Queen of Wands energy, after you see the results and you're putting two and two together, being like, all right, well, I see how I got there. Let me do it again. And again. And again and again and again. Like you're going to keep doing it and now this is your formula. So that's a great thing because this is now, it's a true, couldn't get that out. This is a true breakthrough moment where it's not just temporarily where you're feeling this surge of energy. No, like you are going to get addicted to your formula, your recipe. You're going to keep doing it so much so that whatever you saw before is not going to be your life anymore. This little gray thing that I was talking about, you're going to keep expanding it, and now that bar to this bar is going to be your new life, and these are going to be the energies that you're attracting to you. Like this is no longer going to be this. You're on here now. You're on this type of level. So when you're at this level, you'll see. The attraction is going to be so ridiculously crazy. You have a Three of Wands and a Queen of Cups. You also had a King of Cups. Queen of Cups and King of Cups, that's balanced energy. You're calling in all of this stuff that's not just temporarily. This is something that you know what you're doing and you're going to keep doing it. This is healthy, balanced energy. Your mind's not going to be all over the place. Your emotions aren't going to be all over the place. Everything is going to be well balanced, well balanced. And the great foundation about this is the fact that you are in Knight of Pentacles energy. So that, oh man. it's a very focused energy. Knight of Pentacles isn't necessarily the focused card. That would most so be a Knight of Swords. But according to the rest of the spread, you are very, very, very focused. You're very focused. You're in the now. And because you're so succumbed into the now, and you're going to see how this now period works for you, you're just going to be like, okay, so you're paying attention. That's what it is. You're in the now and you're paying attention. Some people go through things and totally miss the messages, totally miss the synchronicities. Like, you need this for future references. It's not just for now. Sometimes, like, when we go through our stuff, sometimes it's uncomfortable and it be pissing you off and it be hurting, but please pay attention. Pay attention. For the life you pay attention, because you have no idea why you're going through that. And more than likely, you're not going to know until like later when you got to go through it again, or it's too late or something like that. Like, these are vital life lessons that you should be taking with you to the next situation. So regardless, pay attention. Pay attention. You're paying attention right now because that's just your focus. And that's good though, because once you're so laser focused like that, seeing how everything works, everything is just going to be that much more clearer to you as far as like, how did I do this? Like, it's not going to be like, man, I got through that and by the grace of God. Like, no, you knew exactly what you did to lay out the steps for you to walk that yellow brick road and get to your goal. And that's the kind of focus you need right now, because you're going to keep doing it again and again and again and again and again and again for this breakthrough timeline you about to have, yo. That's what's up. Let's see what else they got to say. Then I'm closing out, because this is pretty much a straightforward message. This is real quick, real cute. Okay. Oh. So there's some past stuff that's here. Let me see if they're wounds or like they're blockages. Okay, so I'm taking this as a blockage. All right, so if you had any, if you had any financial blockages, it may be resolved right now, because you're dealing with something that was a blockage to you before. So like anything that was maybe stuck or in your subconscious that you weren't able to pass, like it's literally a block. Like things in your mind can do that sometimes. You feel like you're over something, or you're past something, or something isn't necessarily that big of an issue, or whatever you feel about the situation. That can actually cause a block. Something that you think you're over, something that you think you have to be totally honest with yourself when it comes to healing, because you could be like, yeah, I'm good, and that's just you saying it, but when it comes to you trying to get these new opportunities or open these new doors in your life, you can't, because you over here still stuck on this past situation has no room for whatever you're trying to call in. So why do you think you're about to bring that in? You're not. You have to heal that. So like with this right here, it's saying there's something in your past that you were not getting over. You were not getting over it, and because of it, it was causing these financial breakthroughs in your life, and you didn't necessarily know what to do. So you're like, you know what? Like, because maybe, thank you, team. I love my intuition. I love my connection. I love the channel that we got. It's right here. I just heard something. So, okay. Ooh, and just like that, it goes. Stop talking. I gotta stop talking. I gotta just go ahead and say it. No, let me remember this. Give me a second. Okay. So before, you knew that you wanted to do something more as far as like your resources and what needed to be on the table as far as your life, right? So you went the logical way, the traditional way, like, oh, I need some more bread. I'm going to apply for a job. Or I need whatever it was this, and then logical response. But anytime you hit the logical response, you weren't seeing what you wanted to see. So like, say I need some more bread, let me get some, applications in, and no one's hitting you back. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you're trying your best, you know what you need, you're trying your best to put yourself in that position, but there are inevitable blocks. Nothing you can do, well, definitely something you can do about it. But in the physical, you're trying to do something about it, and there's nothing you can do about it. No one's hitting you back, or no one's hiring you, or something like that. Something like that. That is a block. That is a block. And that was there because energetically, you had something in the past that you were not clearing. So like, You got to get rid of this first before you can even call this in. So like with this whole Knight of Pentacles energy right here, say the Knight of Pentacles was requiring you to wake up, you're trying to write a book. Say your Knight of Pentacles was requiring you to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and do at least 2 hours of writing before you started your day, right? When you put yourself in that position, you're telling yourself that, okay, I know that this is important enough to receive my dedication. Although I can't see the results right now, I know it's important enough for me to do this every single day, and then boom, it's going to come to me. So that's different than I'm about to put in an application, someone's going to call me back and I got a job. No, because that's a little bit more of a process. Writing a book, that's the Knight of Pentacles. That's a slowly but surely. Applying for a job, you could get it right then and on the spot. So that's not Knight of Pentacles energy. I'm specifically talking about the block that you had previously. Say that you were trying, initially your plan was like, oh, I'm trying to get my money up. Let me go ahead and do this logical thing right here, because surely me doing this logical thing right here is going to bring in my money. But that's not what happened. Instead, because you had this, because you had this block, the universe was requiring you to do a little bit more digging. Like you had to do a little bit more root work. What foundation were you going to lay? Your foundation was you had to wake up at 5 a.m. and write that book for 2 hours every day. Who knew how long it was going to take? You don't know. We don't know, because it's a slowly but surely card. So there is no time. It's you have to freaking do it, and once you're done, you're there. And it's usually something that takes time, which is why it's the Knight of Pentacles card. Otherwise, it would have been a different card. This right here is that card has time on it. It's not like instant. This card got time. So when you put yourself in these positions, like, oh, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. so I can do these 2 hours, you're now laying that foundation, and you're also healing something in your past that told you to chill at that comfortable bar. Because that comfortable bar wasn't bringing you nothing. You just thought, oh yeah, I need some bread. Let me go ahead and apply for these jobs. But these jobs weren't hitting you back. It was something deeper that you had to do. It wasn't just a quick fix. It wasn't, oh, I'll just do that, which is why ain't nobody call you back. Everybody else is getting hired and you're overqualified, but it ain't got nothing to do with that. When it comes to spirituality and energy, it has nothing to do with logistics and stuff that's like obvious. It's not that black and white. It's way deeper. It's way deeper than that. So if your timeline was telling you that you had to heal something, then you had to go back and you had to do that. So like that's what that Knight of Pentacles was. And this is different for everybody. I just keep using the analogies that I got because they're simple. But yeah, this is now literally, this is the opportunity that you were waiting for. You gave yourself the opportunity by laying those foundations and making yourself a light bulb to all of these great things that are coming to you now. Like you're attracting these things. No longer do you have to chase. Initially, when you realized that you didn't have what you wanted, it was a chase a little bit of your pentacles. Like, oh, okay, how do I get my pentacles? What do I do? Okay, I got to do this. Like you were chasing your bag. And when you chase something, it's getting away from you, obviously, right? Because there wouldn't be a chase. You're running after it, it's going that way. Why am I running? If I know it's mine, how come every time I get closer to it, it keeps repelling? Because you got to do something different. And you figured it out. You was in your Knight of Pentacles energy. So this is more so a reading of confirmation to somebody rather than like advice or steps moving forward. You know, this is definitely confirmation for somebody, if anything. Let me see. I'm actually about to wrap it up. Yeah. Ooh. I'm actually excited that I pulled these two cards because I wasn't going to wrap it up on this note. That's why the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups came out. And I totally forgot to even go back to the fact that I saw that energy in here. But I was talking about everything else. But as soon as I said I was about to close it out, they was like, oh, wait, hold on. Mention this one last thing because it's vital. Okay, so, oh, this is fun. So, I don't know. I haven't necessarily met any human being yet who chooses to, like, go through life totally alone. And if they did, more than likely it was a result of some trauma that was there, something that didn't necessarily go too good in their life where they came to that decision. However, what I'm about to say, when you put yourself in these elevated positions according to your life, not comparing your life to anybody else's. When I'm talking about elevated positions, I'm talking about you. When you were right here and you decided to go to your north node, right? When you illuminate and attract all those other things into your life, we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups here. We also have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. I mean, like, self-freaking explanatory. You are, and I said that too, like, oh yeah, what kind of spouse do you want to attract? When you attract all these things, you're now opening yourself up to everything, and everything in regards to balance, everything in regards to like equality. So if you're putting yourself in this position to attract everything, because as within, so without, that's balance, right? As above, so below, that's balance. If you're putting yourself in these positions to attract all of these things, if you're illuminating like that, and money's coming to you, opportunities are coming to you, everything is coming to you, what do you think is next? And this is for all the people who are single. How to do it. But these are for all my people for who that's what I got. This is for all my people who are single. And even if you're not, Two of Cups and a Lovers doesn't necessarily always mean love. It does in this regard, because this is a Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Two of Cups, and a Lovers. Like, okay, the love energy is the strongest, but it's not always just love. It literally has, really it's relationships and partnerships. Anything that's like two or three. If you're nice. But as far as the equality, it's going to be an energy of reciprocity everywhere. But in terms of the love aspect, this is good for you, because you're attracting something that's healthy, something that's on your level, something that's on your frequency. Now, sometimes people hear that and they're like, oh, okay, well, you said this person was going to be better. No, I said this person is reciprocating what you have to get. So, like, if you know that you start slipping out of your Knight of Pentacles energy, you start bullshitting a little bit, then you can expect your partner to hand you that same energy too. Because as within, so without. And we're not going to blame it on you, because, no one deserves whatever. Everybody has free will. So if anybody treats you anyway, that is on them. However, we also got to be honest about everything else is on the table. So if you feel as if you're attracting great opportunities and you're attracting all this stuff, if you get with a spouse that's low-key, like, which is not going to happen, because you're already in that energy of like attraction and on the level that you're receiving. But this is in terms of like the equality thing. Like, if you get a partner, because you're attracting this, that you're not chasing nothing. And this, at any point right now, everything is coming to you. Your money, your wisdom. I mean, everything, like down to the smallest of things. You don't have to attract it. You don't have to go for it. It's coming to you because of the work that you put in. You put yourself in this position to, like, it's just going to find you. Yeah, you still have to keep up at it. It's not like, oh, I finally reached this point, so now I'm comfortable and I can slack. No, because it requires the work. It requires the energy that you're putting in. The seed that you're sowing is what you're harvesting. So how are you going to harvest without sowing anything? You have to keep sowing so that you can reap the harvest. But as far as the Lovers, going back to that and stuff like that, the energy that you're attracting as far as your spouse is going to be right here with you. Talking about equally yoked, for real. And this is a beautiful thing. If anybody was tired of like the run around playing games, if anybody was tired of being single, if anybody was tired of their current spouse and how things were currently going, you can expect like a surge in understanding or compatibility with each other. And I'm not talking about toxic relationships. I'm not, because if you're in a toxic relationship, 9 times out of 10, that relationship is about to fall off because it doesn't match the energetic frequency of what you're on. I'm literally talking about what's aligned for you right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is what's on the table. This is the health that I'm talking about. I'm talking about that BS. Get back to the rocks. Don't apply none of this to that over there, okay? Don't tell me, oh, you said I could stay with, no. None of that resonated for that toxic book, that toxic stuff over there, okay? We are over here talking about the health of your new timeline. So yeah, everything that you're attracting right now is all coming to you, but at the foundation of you too. So you can pat yourself on the back because this is all you're doing. And yeah, it's definitely about to be a vibe, like the Two of Cups And the Lovers, this is something that you guys are going to be tackling together. It's no longer going to have to be something that you do by yourself. So when you were in this Knight of Pentacles energy, you were also giving 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is a card where it's you lay, whatever you do for right now, you should probably thank yourself for tomorrow. So like, that's the card of productivity. Yeah, just you putting in work. Like, okay, well, I have a whole day, off, and it's my only day off this week. Let me go ahead and do all that I can so there's no excuses, and tomorrow I'll feel better about myself. That's 9 of Pentacles energy right there. So basically, but 9 of Pentacles is a single card. That's a solo person. So the 9 of Pentacles isn't necessarily doing this with the help of anybody. It's not 3 of Pentacles. It's not kumbaya and teamwork. It's, I know what I have to do. I have this little time. These are my resources. This is how I'm about to attack. That's that energy. So after this, with all of this Queen of Cups, King of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the Lovers and stuff, it seems as if you're not going to have to do any of this alone. Now, your life is still your life, and you still have to do what you have to do, your self-care, your stuff, and your timeline to manifest your stuff. But it's not going to be how it was. It's not going to be so dragging and lonely. It's not going to be 5 a.m. waking up, writing my book for 2 hours by myself. You know, maybe your partner would be there sipping a cup of tea with you, and y'all are both, you know, working on yourself for the better of tomorrow. You know, you have a partner now. And even if this isn't a spouse, someone is about to enter your life that you can absolutely confide in, and it's going to make this whole process a lot easier. You've already gotten accustomed to it because of where you are, and you've been putting in work for a really long time. So this is something that you've been working on. But when you get to this point where you're attracting all of these things, you're attracting a relationship or some type of, what's the word? The C word. Some type of connect? Nah, I don't know what word I'm looking for. But whoever partner, I'm gonna just say partner. Whoever this partner is, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be business. This person is just literally going to be there to help you. I'm thinking it's love because we got the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So more than likely for a lot of you guys, it is. But because I'm reading for the collective, I can't pinpoint who's getting what. So like, not only is it love, it can be business related or just a friendship or someone that's just going to keep you on your toes and provide you the company or the assistance, the help, the resources, anything that you possibly could use or need in that moment to keep you going. So it's not going to be a lonely process like it was before. This is going to be something different, something totally new. It's going to be fresh and exciting. Wow. Interesting read. All right. Just want to bring that to you. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.